Welcome to the tutorial video for the Zooniverse project, The Material Culture of Wales, England 1540 to 1790. We are creating transcriptions of 25,000 wills that were made in the 16th, 17th and 18th centuries. We have developed artificial intelligence technology to automatically transcribe our sample of wills. But now we need your help in checking the resulting transcriptions and suggesting corrections where needed. We'll ask you to check just one line of text at a time, and you don't need any pre-existing knowledge of early modern handwriting. In this tutorial video, we'll show you how to use our Zooniverse site and how to get started with checking will transcriptions. On our homepage, you'll see three main workflows: handwriting training, checking transcriptions, and transcribing wills. If you are less familiar with early modern handwriting or want a refresher, then you might want to start by clicking on handwriting training and working through the handwriting tutorial. But in this video, we're going to show you the checking transcriptions workflow. There are several versions of the checking transcriptions workflow, one for each century. In general, the handwriting in earlier wills is more difficult to read, so we will start with text from the 18th century. Click on the button that says Checking Transcriptions, 18th Century. A pop-up tutorial window will appear that provides the same guidance as this video. If you need a reminder, you can always find the Tutorial tab on the right-hand side of the screen. You can toggle between the Tutorial tab and the Task tab. You'll be shown an image of part of a will, usually around 4 or 5 lines. The line of text in the middle of this passage will be underlined in red. This is the line of text that we would like you to check. The lines either side of the underlined text are there to give you more context and to allow you to compare letters and words with other parts of the will. The transcription generated automatically by our handwritten text recognition model is given below the image and also in an editable text box in the task section on the right-hand side of the screen. We have given you the text below the image to help you more easily compare the original and the transcription. Any changes to the text need to be made in the editable text box on the right-hand side of the screen. In this checking workflow, you need to compare this generated text to the original image. If the text is an accurate transcription of the original line, then please select Transcription Accurate from the drop-down menu. If any of the transcription is incorrect, you should make edits directly to the typed text in the box, and then click Done. So in this example, I can see that there are a few things to correct, so I'm going to make those changes now directly into the text box, and then click Done when I've finished. The accuracy of these automatically generated transcriptions can vary substantially in quality, so it is possible that the text to correct might be entirely accurate or very poor. This means that not every image or transcription will be straightforward, and the drop-down menu allows you to tag an image according to a variety of different scenarios. Some images might be difficult to read. If you are unable to make out the text in the original image, then please select Image Unclear from the drop-down menu. Sometimes part of a line will be unclear, but the rest will still be legible. In this example, it's difficult to read the first few words of a line, but I can still read the rest of it. In these cases, please make changes to the text that you can read as necessary. So I'll just make a couple of changes, and then select Partially Unclear from the drop-down menu. And then you can click Done. If the text is in a language other than English, such as Latin, please select Not in English from the drop-down menu. If you can make corrections to such a line, please do, but if not, then just press Done and move on to the next line. If there is something interesting about the transcription in question, or you are unsure about how to deal with something, perhaps you want to explain how you handled something or to discuss it with us and other Zooniverse members, you can press Done and Talk, and it will let you create a post on our talk boards that links directly back to that particular image. When providing a corrected transcription, there are several rules or conventions that you need to follow. In general, please transcribe everything as it is written. Use the same spelling, punctuation, and capitalization as in the handwritten text. Please refer to the field guide for full details of our transcription conventions. In particular, you may come across abbreviations, as well as several unusual characters, especially in earlier wills. The field guide gives examples of these and describes how to deal with them. In the field guide, you can also find guidance on how to read early modern handwriting, including plenty of external resources and alphabets for secretary as well as italic hands. These are a good place to look if you are unsure what a certain letter or word might be. You can also find examples of common words, phrases, and symbols, and some sample transcriptions of will preambles from the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries. However, please don't worry if you're not able to read some or all of a transcription, or if you're not sure what to write. Each image will be checked multiple times by different users, with the resulting corrections compared by the project team. Consequently, any response you give us will be valuable. It's not just for difficult handwriting that can be a problem. The images you will see are scans of microfilm copies of the original will registers that are held at the UK National Archives. As they are scans of microfilms of the originals, they can often be quite low quality, with areas that are noisy, blurred, or otherwise hard to read. We have tried hard to remove images that are entirely unreadable, but some that are difficult will remain. Do not be discouraged by any that you struggle with. However, if the image is too difficult to read, you can always select either Image Unclear or Partially Unclear from the drop-down menu. Doing so will flag that image to us as requiring particular consideration when we come to reconcile the various corrections we receive. If you do not want to submit a response based on an image you cannot decipher, then you can always just refresh your browser and you will be given a different image to work with. You can also get more support and ask questions of the team and others by visiting the talk boards. Thank you for being part of the Material Wills project. We hope you have fun working with these historic documents and hope you enjoy finding interesting people and things.